we have a guest. Okay, it's 7 o'clock. I'd like to call this meeting to order. Kristen, can you do the roll call?
Sure, of course. Supervisor Wilboy here. Assessor Barrington here. Trustee Bowman
here.
Trustee Glass here. Trustee Sands
Here.
Trustee Degler here. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Everyone stand and join me in the pledge of allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, because it's 9/11, every day I'd just like to take a moment of silence, just remembering those who have fallen today. Thank you. Number 5, public comment. Does anybody like to make a comment? Okay. Moving on to the consent agenda. After consultation, I'd like to move items number 9F, 9G, 9H, 9I, 9J, and 9K to the consent agenda. These are all the intergovernmental agreements. I need a vote for that.
Are we allowed to switch things on to the
That's the attorney.
You will still have discussion?
Yes, we'll still have discussion on it, yes.
Motion. Second. Okay. Trustee Glass?
Yes.
Trustee Degler?
Yes.
Trustee Bowman?
Yes.
Trustee Sands?
Yes.
Supervisor Wilboy?
Yes.
These titles will be read and approved by a single roll call vote. Any item can be pulled from the consent agenda for discussion by any township trustee. Item A, approval of board meeting minutes from August 14, 2025. B, committee meeting minutes. Accept the meeting minutes from the community center, COW, communications, cemetery, health and wellness, highway and parks. Approval of the board audit from 8/1 to 8/31, which is as follows. Total general town fund, $194,659.49. Total general assistance fund, $6,627.33. Total general road fund, $9,238.34. Total permanent road fund, $174,228.58. Total park maintenance fund, $19,743.49. Total cemetery maintenance fund, $876.06. Total of all funds, $405,373.29. Also, moved up items, Little City Intergovernmental Agreement, the possible action to enter into an IGA with Ela Township through 12/31/25. Village of Deer Park Intergovernmental Agreement to enter into an intergovernmental agreement with the Village of Deer Park. Snow plowing IGA, discussion and possible action to enter into snow plowing agreement with the Village of Deer Park. Village of Killdeer IGA, discussion and possible action to enter into an intergovernmental agreement with the Village of Killdeer. And Village of Long Grove IGA, to enter into an IGA with Village Long Grove. And the Village of North Barrington IGA, to enter into an IGA with the Village of North Barrington.
We do not have a report from cemetery or health and wellness.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Sorry for that.
We need a motion to.
Can I get a motion to approve those?
Motion.
Okay.
We're going to discuss it for a second.
Second.
Who was that? Kelly?
Discussion.
Just a mention for posterity, the intergovernmental agreements, these are all like we're doing things that we already are doing, but they need to be renewed every 4 years. I just want that to be part of the public record.
And there was a clerical update on the highway and parks meeting, and then committee meeting notes. It's a small clerical update. And then Trustee Sands, did you have some?
I had on the meeting minutes last month,
For the board meeting?
Board meeting, yes. Item 8, new business.
Okay.
Page 3 of 4, under audit review.
Yes.
In the 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth line down, conducting the audit. That line.
Yes.
And this is, it should be nor were there any material weaknesses with internal controls.
Just to clarify, I just want to get the wording language. That's the fifth line, nor were there any material weaknesses with
Internal controls.
internal controls. Thank you.
That was it on the minute form. I have no papers to go.
Yes, go ahead.
And then this is on Highway and Parks Committee meeting.
Okay.
All right, so on page 2 of 2, number 10, I don't see, can't see. The village of Lake Shore will be reading the entrance to Center Hall?
That's the clerical repaving.
Oh.
Repaving. That's the clerical.
They did construction work out here on the apron.
Okay, so it's
infrastructure.
Repaving.
That's what they're reading. What are they reading?
Yeah, they're repaving again.
Okay. And then on the intergovernmental agreement,
Yes.
this is just a general comment on all of them.
Okay.
All right. So we come through with these labor rates, etc., and we're putting in here a 3 to 5% increase annually on April 1st. Equipment rates are subject to 5 to 8% increase annually on April 1st.
Right.
Are these minimums? That they're going to be for sure at least 3, not more than 5?
Correct.
Correct.
Okay. And what if inflation is 10%? These go until 2020.
There's no inflation and additional cost. It's a flat percentage increases. There's no way for you.
Should we tie this to an index of some type versus putting fixed percentages in here?
Do you want to take that?
Well, so that is definitely an option. We had that discussion.
We decided against that. We looked at previous 5 years, just so you know, there was a lot of thought and we went into these. We looked at previous 4 years and we saw that the increases that we're giving on salaries have averaged over 8%. We limited it to 3 to 5% because the 3 to 5% rate and the rate that we're charging the villages is still a fair amount, and we're not there to make profit. We're there to cover our costs.
Yeah.
And with 3 to 8%, even with the 10%, we would not be losing money. So we looked at all the numbers. The numbers for the equipment that we listed, they used to be all at $49, and now we're increasing it to 2 levels of equipment, and we have incorporated that to help us, because the prices of things have gone up dramatically with purchasing trucks and any type of equipment. So 5 to 8% is more than the 3% that we have been charging in the previous years.
One of the biggest areas of concern in the intergovernmental agreements with the municipalities on the equipment is a piece of equipment like the Kubota with the big trimmer. The maintenance is tremendous, and we're going to be having to replace it. So we were charging that at a rate of like a minimum backhaul or a front end loader or stuff. So we wanted to increase the level 2 of the more expensive equipment, our repair costs, and so we could somewhat break even on.
If you could bring the microphone down too. The other thing that we took into consideration too is that the villages can hire other outside companies, and we didn't want to outprice ourselves over the market again because we're here to serve the communities we do. So we thought these
Reviewed this?
they have not.
They have not. Okay.
So I am attending the Deer Park Board meeting. I was asked to attend the Deer Park Board meeting next week, which I'm doing, and we'll be delivering these tomorrow. It's nothing that hasn't been discussed, but they haven't seen, and we have numbers to back up and proof if there are any questions. We've also sent them through. The attorneys have approved them, and also TORMA has approved them, which hadn't been done before. So they are well reviewed.
So to answer your question, it helps to protect us a little more than our previous agreements. But
All right. And
there's
then
some.
these previous agreements, do they go out
they're done. These intergovernmental agreements are signed every 4 years.
Every 4 years.
Every 4 years. So every time any time after elections, these are done September 30th.
Okay. And then the snow plowing with Deer Park, that's a fixed amount, regardless of what happens. Okay.
I know. I thought the same thing, but it's just a fixed amount. So if we have 20 blizzards, we're going to lose money. If we have 2 blizzards, they're going to lose. That's just how it's done.
Would we consider changing that to based on occurrence?
That we don't do it. That assumes not more than 10 pounds or 20, whatever it is. At least we covered ourselves with the salt, right? If we use more salt.
The salt rates were increased based on Mike's numbers, so those have been updated.
Okay.
A lot of variables.
Yeah, and just so you
And
know.
you look at the last 4 years as far as
Yes.
fixed.
And that was the recommendation of the highway department as well.
Oh,
So
Yes.
This goes back to when Buckenberg was in the highway department, with the Deer Park arrangements starting up, and some of the arrangements was expanded upon it.
And we did look at other villages that aren't included by ours and what they're paying, such as Long Grove, say High Route as well. And it is a little bit more in flat rate. So this is the going rate. Larry has guided us too with his experience of serving on the board and with the highway committee that we feel this is the best way to serve the residents, the communities, and the township covering a basis of county. There's always a risk, but we feel this is strong as it should be.
There's always an option for us to get out of it.
Yeah.
So I think it's 90.
Right. Anything else?
No.
Trustee Knight? And Trustee Les, did you have anything?
I was going to say one potential downside of charging based on usage is if a community really gets slammed by bad weather, then we might not want to come with a big fee. So as long as we're averaging out for our costs, I think that's probably a better priority.
Okay. Any other comments?
Just pray that there's some snow.
We could recognize our attorney. Yes.
I'd just like to note that we did beef up the indemnification clause.
Thank you.
It was one way, it was us indemnifying them. Now they have to indemnify us in case they do something to our firm. So it's good protection.
Yes.
And this is on the snowfall one specifically.
Yes, I'm not clear on all of them.
What does indemnify mean?
It means if
Can you do some favor? Step up here. We can. Thanks.
That means if we do anything to their property or their employees or their people and they get sued, we stand up and indemnify them. I've now put it both ways, that if something happens to our employees or our equipment, they indemnify us. It's an insurance policy, basically.
Can you give the text? It goes to the insurance companies anyway.
Right, but it's
Last year-
you have it both ways. Instead of just one.
So last year we drove a snowplow through station number 4, fire department. So this.
Anything else? Trustee Knight, or any other questions?
So I don't think that there was indemnified.
So do you all indemnify means if we did an act that caused harm to Deer Park, we would pay for it. Basically, that's pretty simple. Or vice versa. If someone from Deer Park did some harm to an employee, equipment, they gave us direction to do something and we did, and there was harm, they would pay for that problem for us. Like an insurance cost.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm completely with you.
Any other questions? Any other discussion? And
Can I get a motion? We have a motion from trustee Glassman, seconded by trustee Wilhoit. Can I get a vote as amended? As amended? Amended on the minutes and the highway committee meeting minutes. We're ready for a vote. Trustee Glass?
Yes.
Sorry. Supervisor Wilhoit?
Yes.
Trustee Bowman?
Yes.
Trustee Ziegler?
Yes.
Trustee Sams?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you everyone on that. I'd like to get the monthly updates from the elected officials. Trustee Ziegler?
I have no objection.
Okay, sounds good. Trustee Sams?
Okay, I'm going to cover for Kelly. Her and I attended the municipal borrowing update hosted by Barrington Bank and Trust. We had presenters from Chapman Cutler, Spirit Financial, and Wintrust, which was very interesting as far as the topic and anything related to that. Very thoroughly done, and I thought well done. So they answered questions. Secondly, the Finance Committee we looked at the banking proposals. Working with Lori on that, and Ted, we requested and received 3 proposals. And am I identifying with those 3 or just the leaving it as 3?
We went to 3.
We got 3, and end result, comparing interest rates that were going to be paid, fees that potentially we would have been charged, etc. We decided that we will stay with Byline Bank as far as the best cost savings and interest rate opportunity for the township. So the other 2 were good, but Byline had them.
And that's the disbursement account for all of the funds.
Yes, yeah.
And they're keeping some money.
Yeah. If I might agree that in regards to the member accounts, there will be no charge, no service charge. Whereas the other banks had a minimum that we had if we had enough money invested, that we would earn earnings credit to offset that potential charge, whereas Byline was a flat no fee in regards to that. And the interest rate was 135 basis points higher than anybody else. So,
And we are keeping some money in another bank.
right, yeah. We're going to, status quo, we're not moving everything to one bank, but we're going to stay with Wintrust, because their CD rates are reasonably close. And rather than have all our eggs in one basket.
And one more question. Did you guys look at the services that, like the treasury management services with the account, and are we happy with the services that they're providing us? Do you see anything more?
Just for the minutes, I didn't hear you. Which account was the Byline Bank account?
The operating?
The operating. Thank you.
And then we have several things with it.
So this
Mainly the operating account, which is the crux of it.
This is for all of our banking, checking and savings.
Right.
And we have asset guarantees
Yes.
on the accounts.
Yeah.
And you're staying with Wintrust for CDs?
Yeah.
It's in the best interest of the residents for the money that will be earned. The interest rate is best.
Yeah. I will say that our competition, at least of those 3, could not compete with Byline as far as interest rates. They acknowledge that.
Thank you. Trustee Glass?
No updates.
Okay. Trustee Bowman?
We had our highway park committee meeting last week, summary in the minutes in the packet. We discussed some equipment that's under repair, quotes on some replacement equipment, but it's all in the report. Updates on highway projects that they're working on and subdivisions.
Assessor Barrington?
My report is in the board packet, but just to cover some things, and Kristen, it's changed a little bit. I can give you a new copy.
Perfect.
September has been a busy month. We published at the end of August, and we're now 3 weeks into our 30-day period, actually a little less. We have 11 days left to the deadline of September 22nd. The feedback from residents has been overwhelmingly positive, particularly regarding our recent initiative to extend our hours. This past Saturday marked our first Saturday opening, during which I assisted 7 individuals who would not have been able to visit us otherwise. We experienced steady foot traffic and phone inquiries throughout the entire 3-hour period. As a reminder, our office will be open until 4 p.m. this Friday, and again next Saturday from 9 to 1. As of Monday morning, and actually I've updated the numbers, so as of today at 4 p.m., we have a total of 169 appeals, with the majority filed by tax representatives. To support homeowners, we are sending out letters for all residential appeals, which actually was approved by our new attorneys, reminding them that our office is available to answer questions and provide assistance to them at no cost. So the need to go to a tax rep and pay for that is not necessary. In addition to the board of review appeal season, our office is currently facing a significant workload with 174 property tax appeal board hearings that require preparation by the 30th of this month. These cases were previously assigned to AccuBase by Assessor Herr, but were not completed at all. I have encountered some significant errors made by AccuBase in 2024 during the appeal season and with the 2025 valuations. Warren Dixon has been asked by me to supply all of the reports that were analyzed to calculate the equalization factors used in Ela Township's assessments. In 2025, Warren has stated that he has no reports to show his work. They were all internal, and he saved nothing. So essentially, AccuBase has been paid $86,600 over the last year, and the only provable work that they have was 11 permits, which were all done inaccurately, and appearing at 2 months of board of review hearings at the end of 2024, where our office actually prepared all the evidence. In my opinion, it just seems very irresponsible waiting for us to have spent taxpayer dollars. I would also like to acknowledge the recent retirement of longtime employee Roger Block at the end of August. We are deeply grateful for his many years of dedicated service to our township and wish him the best in his retirement. And then both Supervisor Wilhoit and I have received commendations regarding some of my team members, Amaya and Val specifically. I'm thrilled to have such a capable and positive team. Additionally, I've consistently heard remarks about the noticeable changes in the office atmosphere. Staff members are smiling, they're courteous when residents call or come in, and eager to assist people. I've been told it's a significant improvement over the past couple of years. And I want to thank both Supervisor Wilhoit, Ted, and the other members of the board that have been so supportive to our office during this busy time.
All right, and then my report, I just saw the
question. What was the average for Ela Township increase on residential?
It's all over the board. I have a report upstairs I can share with you. Some neighborhoods were not equalized at all. Some neighborhoods went up 20%. And then on top of that percentage, there was the 4.41%. And so when that was my reasoning, last Saturday, Tall Oaks, their homeowners association came in and was asking why their neighborhood, they called it cherry picked, why they were cherry picked out of all of the township to get equalized when many others weren't, which is what prompted me to email Warren Dixon, and he said that everything was internal and through their proprietary system, and they don't have anything to show that everything was accurate and defendable and fair. That was
So they never answered how this said that
yes.
cherry picked.
If it doesn't have any work to show, then like, how is it defendable?
Well,
It's the county and answer.
no, the county doesn't. Warren is not from the county. Warren is from AccuBase. The county has sales ratio studies that are compiled by the state of Illinois that they have to use to utilize sales to come to the township equalization factor. Our equalization factor, the goal is for it to be 1, but when only certain areas are equalized, for instance, we have some neighborhoods, assessment neighborhoods, that their level of assessment is 37% where it should be 33%, and then others that's 25% where it should be 33%. Well, that 33 1/3% that the entire township has to be at has to then come from the county equalization factor. So by under-assessing certain areas, it causes that factor to go up. So my goal for next year is to be as close to 1 as possible. Some work to do.
So Bonnie, overall, if the taxpayer looks at their assessed value, quote, market value, which is out there, and even though it's 30% increase or it's a 4% increase, if they said the market value of my house, yeah, that seems reasonable compared to what I could sell it for, that is it kind of a viewpoint to say, oh, even though it went up 15%, that market value is right.
Well, correct. The response of the percentage of increase or decrease does not mean an accurate or inaccurate assessment. It means that that's how much you needed to go up or go down to be at that 33 1/3%. But it's always good to look at it every year, because just because it went up 30% doesn't mean it's right. Maybe it should have only gone up 20%. So I encourage everyone to review it each year.
Do you have any homes that have sold in your area recently that you can make comparisons in square footage? Anything that's available?
Any other questions?
The retirement of one of your employees and all of this.
Trustee Platt, could you speak in the
With the retirement of one of your employees and all of this work, do you feel like you might want some more employees to help you?
Roger was a part-time employee. He's limited to the number of hours he could work because he was an IMRF retiree, so he could only work 600 hours a year. Currently, we have our full-time field person, Ben, who's handling all of the open permits, and I did hire a part-time high school student at a reduced rate than what Roger was making, and he's doing a lot of the miscellaneous things that Roger was doing, like updating our pictures and things like that. But eventually, yes, I'm going to need to hire another part-time person. Thanks for asking.
Any other questions? Well, she had the most exciting report. Mine isn't that exciting. I just wanted to welcome our new council for Olson. From Olson, Murphy, Frazier, and McGrath. We'll get into your introduction a little bit later. I wanted to thank Trustee Sams for your work with the banks and financial reporting. I've seen more of you in the past few weeks than I have in years, and it's been a pleasure. So I really appreciate all the time and efforts and looking over things and answering my questions too. So thank you very much. I'm looking forward to the health and wellness programs coming up and the senior programs coming up. I just wanted to let everyone know that Ted and I have been working with staff, attorneys, and Torma to make sure the IGAs were solid and fair to our villages as well as to the township. Pickleball courts will be closed on Saturday, September 27th for a chamber tournament, pickleball tournament, and on Sunday, October 5th for the Flames thing they're going to be doing. They're going to be having a ton of cars here, and it just wouldn't be a good idea to have the Flames pickleball courts open. We have posted a sign at the pickleball court so that there won't be any confusion. Well, so we could let people know it. I just wanted to also mention a big congratulations to the Historical Society for an amazing event last weekend. Everyone who went there, I ran into Trustee Zedler there. And I know Trustee Glass stopped over, so thank you for stopping. It was a fantastic event, great day. I also attended the Flames grand opening last Saturday, and worked when Bonnie was here too. We were here in the office and seeing the steady stream of residents coming in and being able to serve them. I wanted to thank Assessor Barrington and your entire staff for extending your hours and serving our residents and answering all the questions, and I appreciate it. So, just some community events coming up as a township to support. Lake Zurich is hosting their Rock the Block on Saturday night after our community day from 5 to 11. Hawthorne Woods has their Party in the Park and drone show on September 20th from 4 to 9. The historic downtown Long Grove's Apple Fest is September 26th through the 28th. And Deer Park has a Residents Fall Fest for residents only on 10/25. So that's all I have. Any questions for me? Okay, I'd like to move on to monthly updates from the department heads. Director Marks, with Health and Wellness, please.
All right. So I'm going to keep it kind of brief. So I do have a lot of the events that are already listed in here, but I do have a few updates. One, our rather newer employee, our case manager, Ebony, has decided to accept another position closer to her home. So we will be opening up that position again. Her last day will be in a week or two. So we wish her well, and I'm glad that she was able to find something that's a little bit closer to home and works a little bit better with her family. I will be participating in a panel for the 3rd Annual Domestic Violence Awareness Conference, that's hosted by the Lake County State's Attorney's Office, October 1st. So I will be going to that. And we have set a date for our blood drive with Varsity, which is scheduled for October 30th. So those are my updates that are not in here.
Thanks, any questions for your Director Marks?
Director Marks, can you tell me what the name of the panel is? That what you said?
Yes, the 3rd Annual Domestic Violence Awareness Conference.
Thank you. And did you have a date with that?
October 1st.
Perfect.
Any other questions?
I have a, you would like to have a,
Sure.
you want to pass that down?
Thank you.
It's with a whole bunch of organizations like Zacharias House, The Safe Place. So it's going to be a good one.
Thank you. Thank you for your part. Director Dillon? Everybody has to use that way.
Thank you. Yeah, so our big news, obviously everyone's aware, I hope so, that Saturday is our Community Center celebration. It kicks off our National Senior Week. We had a dry run yesterday of our Aging in Ela panel program, and that will be Wednesday evening. If I'm ever going to get on a soapbox about something, it'll be that, because it really is important that people know all the resources within the community, from fire and police to every full spectrum housing, to what we offer in the township and how we can help you find all those other resources. And the Shepherd Hospital will be there, the library, Health and Wellness will be there. So it really is an important program, and we've seen some great registration numbers, so we're really excited about that. Saturday should be a lot of fun. I hope to see everybody. We will be setting up Friday afternoon. Typically Friday afternoons are really light for the after-school program, which is great. We have actually a concert on the patio Friday night, so we're really just making sure that we never sleep. Great. Speaking of which, the generator project has been in full swing this week. They've been there, we've been there together at 6 a.m. every morning this week, so that's exciting. They're done with all of the interior work, and then Tuesday is when the generator itself gets dropped in outside on the concrete pad, and then it will be a series of, I guess, connecting things, and then one day they work with ComEd and they shut down all the power to our center and make sure that the generator is center. So can't wait. I'm sure nothing will
Susan, how are you with the staff is taking care of all this as far as our community
Saturday?
The staffing, I mean, how are you going to,
Yeah,
the serving of the brats and the hot dogs and whatever, that's all taken care of?
that's all taken, yes, on that end, and then each department is manning a table or in the highway department's case, a truck with a large amount of sand. So we found some house going, we've got the youth department there, yes,
And we all have the, what we're giving away is the chocolates and pens that are in each of these. That's what we're giving away to people who come.
Get your chocolate.
yeah. You know, there you go, the chocolate.
Instead of every department ordering different things.
Yeah. Totally. Yes, sir.
For the food, is that going to be like free food for everyone?
No, it's papers, yes.
Okay, sorry.
Any other questions? Did you say in here that you've had the RSVPs, what your numbers are expected, or you have no idea?
Currently, you mean for Wednesday night or for tomorrow? Or the Friday, Saturday.
For the community center event.
The Saturday event, we do not have real numbers. We never do.
Okay.
Even when we say registration required. And I get it. I mean, we just assume people show up as they are on the fence. So, yeah, just makes it exciting.
All right. Any other questions?
Congratulations on the new.
Congratulations, yes.
Yeah, it's been a wonderful addition to our family. So,
I know that Susan is taking on the chef responsibilities now in the upgrade, right, as far as cooking?
I have been.
Yes, but we're not going to hire...
We're not, no. And the reason being is that we are currently doing one just twice a week. And quite honestly, I feel it would be, number one, maddening for me to try and find somebody, which I did for a while, that wants to work, 2 to 3 days a week, limited hours. And because of the fluctuating numbers, I mean, these didn't work. And who can...
Yeah. And the numbers are down in the reports. The numbers in the lunches are down. Yeah.
Correct. And the ones that we don't have,
Right.
something like a luncheon or a luncheon movie, that kind of thing. But we had 40 for lunchtime on Thursday and 20 for Tuesday. So.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? All right. Administrator Matt.
Thank you for your numbers. So just an update to my report. Since my writing, we have since heard from Wahid, and we will be opening registration by appointment only, starting October 1st. Any interested resident should contact the administration department directly. Our phone number is needed, 847-438-7823. If you have any questions or if you'd like to schedule an appointment. This information can also be found on our website on the Wahid link of the township site. And then next week we'll officially start the budget season, and Supervisor Goldberg and I will begin looking at our media review and preparing for this board's first run through the budget. Yeah.
Trustee Sam?
Yes, Tim, you mentioned, what is LE?
Wahid, it's Low Income Heating and Energy Assistance Program. It's run through Capital County. There's a nice little cat transport.
Yeah.
Community Action Program, I think, out of Waukegan, where we give assistance for comment bills and the utilities.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's to help people keep the heat on in the winter.
Yeah. And so Lake County does the applications. We just help facilitate that process. So instead of having to go to Waukegan to do it, they can just come here and then we submit the applications on their behalf.
Thank you.
And then you said that you're opening registration on the 1st of October. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Does it run for a certain period of time?
It runs until they run out of money.
Okay.
So
She's starting to take reservations on September 22nd. The actual appointments will start on October 1st, but she's going to start taking appointments on the 22nd, scheduling process.
Just Emily?
Yes.
Well,
And there was a post on social media, and there will be another one on Sunday.
and all of my staff help with that.
Yeah. Thank you. Any questions for Administrator Massey?
Have you done any other reports? Like Mike's not here?
Yes, his report was in.
It's a full time. It's always August 24th. August of 2024?
Yeah, it's
Should it be
comparing.
2025?
It's comparing. This is what we did this year, and this is what we're doing.
I thought this was total.
No, it's a comparison.
Okay.
Just to give us an idea, because last year we were only getting numbers from this year, and so I just wanted a comparison to see where movement was.
Okay. Got it.
There was an error in there, the totals billed for the month, but again, that was under the clerical. Long Road was forgot to be added to that, so we'll be addressing that.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just a comparison.
Okay.
Just so we know, because if you get a number, it's great, but you don't know what to compare it to. So, any other questions? Okay. I'd like to move on to number 9A, new business. I'd like to welcome our new legal representation. Bert, if you'd like to come up here. Bert started the firm in 1972 and since has earned his reputation as a leading expert in governmental and election law. Bert attended Richard J. Daley College, the University of Illinois Chicago, and received his Juris Doctorate from IIT Chicago Kent Law School. Olson, Murphy, Fraser, and Graff Limited, a professional legal corporation, provides the highest legal services as evidenced by its 50 years of longevity and over 59 municipal, school, township, park, and other governmental clients. They pride themselves in practicing preventative law. Always accessible, they advise their clients when vital decisions are being made and they protect them from potential liability and costly lawsuits. They work through strong relationships and have a dedicated team. And they work on saving their clients hundreds of thousands of dollars by reducing unnecessary costs. So I just wanted to do that, and if you want to say a few words.
I think you said it all. We appreciate the opportunity to represent your township. It's a beautiful township. We've been out before for our interview after kind of narrowed it down. Ross Sepler, who is a partner in the firm, isn't here tonight. He's on a well-deserved vacation. He just had his first baby about 5 months ago, so he and his wife are getting away to Mecca this weekend, so I'm standing in for Ross. We have probably 5 or 6 lawyers who do township law as their specialty, and of course they do other things, litigation, double up with our municipalities, but we do represent governmental entities, townships, municipalities, school districts, park districts, etc. And we do all the litigation for our governmental entities and all the labor work. So we kind of pride ourselves as being a one-stop shop. We do almost everything. If there's something that is a little out of our zone, environmental law, then we go out and get someone who can stand in and help. We don't try to reinvent the wheel. We've actually manufactured the wheel over the years, and many other attorneys have taken our forms and our work product and use it with their clients, which we're fine to share. We're very accessible. We're kind of 24/7. You can reach one of us any day, almost any hour of the week through texting and cell phones. We appreciate the opportunity to serve your fine township. And I'm open for any questions if any of the trustees have any, or clerk or assessor. We met your fine assessor and working with her on a couple of different things. So
I also just wanted to mention that Ross, who will be working on one-on-one, is a graduate of Stevenson High School in Grove, Buffalo Grove, too, so he has a football.
Yes. And he also was the president of the Illinois Township Attorneys Association this year. And we'll be speaking at the township seminar that they have. And many of our lawyers will be there also.
Thank you. Any questions for anyone?
No questions, but thank you for the thorough. I've reviewed all the proposals that came through, and I appreciate the thoroughness. And I know that I've heard good things about the work that we did in the IGA, so it's just one start.
Yeah, and the work we've done with you so far has been great.
Yeah, you'll find that every 4 years you need a little refreshing of documents, forms, agreements, and things. There's something new in the law all the time. Especially, I mentioned that indemnification because it's really important. Saving money in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming this evening.
Oh, my pleasure.
And no travel costs.
No trouble.
Thank you. All right. I'd like to move on to 9B. Ela Historical Floor Assessment, discussion of possible action to approve Virgilio and Associates to perform a second-story floor assessment at Ela Historical in the amount of $4,000.
Motion. Motion. Second?
I'll second.
Discussion? Is there something?
Yeah, I second that. Yeah, discussion.
So, at what point, we have to do this, they're using our building, right? They're not paying rent. And you asked for financial statements, you've not gotten them, right?
I've gotten a version of it.
Yeah.
They don't have an accountant.
They don't have an accountant?
No, they have an Excel spreadsheet. It's under $30,000 that they have. I can get that from them. I charge them back in the month, but I can get that for you.
But I guess in my view, this is inherent for us to take care of this facility for them to use it. Is that my interpretation?
Correct. Larry, do you want to give us some history on this?
I don't think I have anything to add.
Okay. Yes, so the building is owned by the township currently. We had some structural work done on the first floor. There were some opportunities, and we just want to make sure that the second floor, again, is structurally safe. Once we get this report, we can decide what we will be doing moving forward.
It's been a long, ongoing situation to bring more stuff into the building. We have to completely review it.
Okay. So that's why we want to have this report to see what it is. Put numbers behind it. The Ela Historical Society is a 501c3. And they don't have the taxes because of they are under $50,000. But I will make sure to get you numbers. Any other discussion?
How old is the building?
1859.
Any other questions?
Motion, trustee Zegler. Yes. Supervisor Wilhite?
Yes.
Trustee Bowman?
Yes.
Trustee Sams?
Yes.
Trustee Lutz?
Yes.
Okay, number 9C, Kubota motor repair. Discussion and possible action to approve the repairs to the Kubota wing mower in the amount of $13,728.70. All of our jaws did drop. This is not something that is decided easily. This is a mower that is used in the villages to side mow along the road along all
It's our most used piece of equipment.
Exactly.
Snowplows, something like that.
It is in budget to purchase a new one in the next year. This one needs to be replaced so that we could, with our track record and ordering things, it might take longer than buying one and getting one. We need to have this one functioning so they can use it and also for resale value.
Can I get a motion?
Second.
Okay, discussion? Any discussion? Okay. So sorry. Trustee Sams?
Yes.
Trustee Bowman?
Yes.
Trustee Lutz?
Yes.
Trustee Zegler?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Did I not? I'm so sorry. That's okay. Supervisor Wilhite?
Yes. I'm so sorry. Motion passes. Thank you. Number 9D, Knox Park signage. Discussion and possible action to approve new signage for Knox Park by signs by tomorrow in the amount of $1,696.62.
Motion.
Second.
Okay. Discussion.
Bill, anything?
I have quotes for, are we on the signage?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have quotes, I don't have the mound and a couple other details. There's no electrical involved, but I should have it completed by Tuesday or Wednesday next week. These are signs that are similar to all the other signs that we have in the township.
We had this on the agenda for the committee of the whole meeting, and you didn't come, you didn't show up, and we had nothing there, so we need to move forward on this. It's been 3 months.
I think it's the right thing.
Right, and that's why we gave you time to put together things and come to a meeting.
I have some preliminary quotes here with the documentation.
Right,
Trying
we asked
to
for
gather the information to do it right.
Right, and we asked for that at the committee of the whole meeting, where you can call us and let us know you weren't coming, nothing was presented. Had I known you had stuff, we could have...
I did say that I would be at the meeting. I checked off the sheet saying I would not be there.
checked out what you...
When you get the email saying the meeting is, I send it saying I won't be at the meeting.
Oh, because Jessica didn't have that.
It's there.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, any further discussion?
Trustee Glass, did you have something?
I mean, if we want, I'm not sure if we can open the list, if you would have the stuff by like next Tuesday, we could maybe consider like having a special session next week to do this. But
I don't think it's, again, I don't think a special session is needed. I just think that if we're going to do it right, we should do it right and not just rush into it.
We've had 3 months we've been discussing this.
We've had more than that, but it's okay.
But, right, we waited for an answer, and nothing, no other things have been coming up. It's the middle of the slang season, which most people in the box are for, too. We have Ela Township, which was addressed.
I just think if we're going to put a sign up, I think we should do it right. It shouldn't look like a circus or cartoonish. It should be professionally done. And I disagree with what's being proposed. That's my opinion.
Okay. Let's see how the vote goes.
Can I, Trustee Ziegler?
Yes.
Trustee Glass?
Yeah.
Trustee Bowman?
No.
Trustee Sams?
Yes.
Trustee, or Supervisor Wilhoit?
Yes.
Okay. And motion carries.
And I just wanted to share that with the board because it also came under the pricing of, I could have just gone ahead and just done this. I just wanted to let everybody know what was going forward with. The original signage was budgeted at $10,000, and this is coming in at $1,700. Okay, so the next item is number 9, new business short event of 2026, discussion and possible action to participate in partnership with the Library on June 6, 2026 for a paper shredding and electronics recycling program in the amount of $724.50.
Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second?
Also,
Any discussion?
Good in the program.
Any other discussion?
Okay, Trustee Glass?
yes.
Trustee Sams?
Yes.
Supervisor Wilhoit?
Yes.
Trustee Ziegler?
Yes.
Trustee Bowman?
Yes.
Motion passes. Thank you. That's all we have under new business. Number 10, executive session. Does anyone need to have a reason?
The only reason we might is the review of executive session minutes. If there's no discussion,
No, there's other.
well, the only reason I might, that I would potentially go into would be for the review of the minutes, but if there's no other business.
So we do have review. Okay.
Okay. Motion to enter executive session. Motion.
You have to specify the reason.
Oh, okay. For the reason of
Personnel.
personnel 5 ILCS 120/2C, 1 or 3, and 120/2/1, review executive session minutes. Motion? Motion. Second? Second. Okay.
So does that mean?
Those are the reasons this is about on your agenda. These are the law,
Those are
by law, enter into executive session. Okay, can I get a vote? Trustee Ziegler?
Yes.
Trustee Wilhoit, or Supervisor Wilhoit? Trustee Sams?
Yes.
Trustee Glass?
Yes.
Trustee Bowman?
Yes.
Okay, we will be entering executive session at 7:55.
Hey, Lord, I'm going to speak through that.
Can I get a motion to resume open session? Okay. Trustee Bowman?
Yes.
Trustee Glass?
Yes.
Supervisor Wilhoit? Yes. Trustee Sams?
Yes.
Trustee Ziegler?
Yes.
Motion carries. Motion to adjourn?
Motion?